Bezrat Hashem, the Gemara this morning, Berakhot, page 24a. Tanya alokeach bema mineka min anochi. Somebody goes to buy a sheep, right? And then he sees the sheep, right, is nursing. The question is this her baby, or is just any baby nursing from the sheep? Why? In the Torah it says, Kadesh li kol bechor peter korechem ba'adam u'ba'behema lihu. You should sanctify first baby born by the animals and by man. So when somebody has a bechor, when a lady has the first time she gives birth to a baby, right? And she didn't have, before that, she didn't have miscarriage, right? Or she didn't have any other baby before him, right, with another man. So in this case, the first baby born is going to be Bechor, right? It also has to come out naturally. It cannot come out by a cesarean operation. If the baby was born through a cesarean, so it's not considered a Bechor, it's not considered a firstborn. So the lady had a regular baby, right? Boy coming out, right, for the first time. This baby boy, after 30 days, was going to have Pidyon Ben, right? He belongs to the Kohen, and the father and the mother, the parents, are going to buy him off from a Kohen with a small meal, inviting friends. You need 10 men, you need a cup of wine. For Sfaradim, you need also Besamim, and then they're going to buy off the baby from the Kohen, right? So now, this is by mankind, by animals also, by the cow, by the sheep, right? Also, their first baby boy, right, born, gonna be Bechor, right? And usually the Bechor goes to the Kohen. So now you're buying an animal from a goy, and this animal has a baby boy attached to it, right? Should I say it's the baby boy of this animal, or should I say it's any baby from the herd? But he found this animal which can give him milk, and he started to run around her, right? Now the thing is, I cannot ask the goy, does this animal is the first time who gave birth, and this is her baby, or this animal, right, never gave birth, and this is not her baby? What's the difference? The difference is the next time this animal is going to give birth, I would know if their baby is the first one or the second one. The thing is, you cannot count on what he's going to tell you. Why? Because he's not reliable, right? The same thing, if you tell a goy, right, is there milk in this pot? Did they put milk in this soup, right? It tells you, yeah, they put. Or it tells you, no. You cannot trust him, right? Maybe he's saying no, just to make you eat the soup. He knows that a Jew is not supposed to eat, right, soup or any kind of food that mixed with milk and meat together, right? And he's telling you, no, there isn't, so you should eat it, and you should make a sin. So we cannot trust what he says, right? The only time we trust what a goy says is by what's we called in halacha masiach lefi tumo, which means I have a pot of soup, some milk by mistake spilled to it, right? And it's a meat soup. Now, I want to know if there's a taste of milk in this pot. So I go over to a guy and says, oh, my wife made this delicious soup. I would like to give you a bowl. Please take a bowl. I give him a bowl. He eats it and says, do you taste the milk? She put some milk in it. And the guy says, milk? No, I don't taste any milk. So then you can trust him, because it's Masiach Lefitimo. He's not telling you a story or knows that you're trying to ask him halacha. He's innocently answering a question. You told him, oh, there's milk inside, and he doesn't know that you need the answer really for halacha purposes. So this case is mutar. In our Gemara, he takes a baby, right? He takes a sheep, and this sheep has a baby, right, attached to it. So what should I say? I cannot ask the goy. So it says over here, Abba Harav, the next baby that this animal is going to give birth to, Bechor misafek. It's going to be a Bechor, but it's going to be a doubtful Bechor, right? Why? By the animals, sometimes an animal would take a baby which is not hers and nurse him, right, because she has pity on him. So the fact that this baby is attached to this sheep does not mean it's its mother, but it could be also its mother. So the next baby born from this sheep is going to be considered a safek Bechor. וכן היה רבן שמעון בן גמליאל אומר, and so said רבן שמעון בן גמליאל, הנכנס לתוך עדרו, somebody goes to the herd, right, into his flock, בלילה, in the middle of the night, and he sees וראה כ15 מבקירות, ושינה מבקירות יולדות, and he saw, right, certain animals giving birth, למחר השכים, the next morning he gets up, ומצא זכרים בתלויים שאינם מבקירות, he finds the babies, some babies, next to sheep that gave already birth. And he finds the girl sheep, right, which are found next to the mothers, which gave the first time birth. So now he cannot give bechor from any kind. The boys, right, the baby sheep are found next to sheep that mother sheep that gave her the birth, so they're not bechor. And the girls are attached to mothers which gave birth for the first time, but bechor is only by boys, not by girls. So it comes out is none of them, not the boy sheep and not the girl sheep, are going to be bechor. And Rabban Gamliel says, you take it for granted. This is what you see in front of your eyes, and this is what you're supposed to conduct. So in other words, right, the mitzvah of bechor is not only by baby boys, it's also by animals. So if you buy a sheep and for the first time it has a baby boy, that's going to be considered an animal that you cannot eat. You have to give it to the Kohen, you have to buy it off the Kohen. The same thing, right, by donkeys, right? Donkeys also have the mitzvah of pidyon bechor, which is a very rare mitzvah, and when you do it, you should try to participate. It's a very big zchut and merit to participate in such type of a ceremony. And also, if you do, Bezrat Hashem, have the next time in your family, either your wife or your daughter or your daughter-in-law gives birth to a bechor, right, or your wife's friends or whatever, you go to participate. They say it's a very big mitzvah to participate in the mitzvah of pidyon haben. I wish you a great day. Amen v'amen.